Welcome back, everybody, to In the Ring with Dave King. I have on the phone with me former WWF superstar Butcher Blackwell of the Blackwell family. Butcher, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great, brother. Appreciate the time that you want to spend with me today.
It is always an honor to speak to people who have been in this business and understand that they like helping promote the independents like I do. So, thanks for taking the time out, and I really appreciate it. So,
not a problem, man. You do a good job, and you give those people, those guys that are just starting out in the business a chance to see what it's like to be where they should be in the business, just like a superstar. So, props to you, man.
Well, thank you. You had a very interesting career years ago. You were wrestling for WWE, but before you got there, where'd you get started? Just like some of these indie guys. How'd you get that bug?
I started with Pretty Boy Larry Sharp.
Oh man, Monster Factory.
Monster Factory,
Ooh,
yeah.
Good job.
I trained with Larry. Was sent there. Uncle Jerry had made a phone call. His health was really not great at the time. And I was sent to the Monster Factory, hung out with Larry for a little bit and discussed some training, and it just went on from there. I worked with Larry for a good couple of years with his WWWA organization, and we went on to do, I worked with Rob Russin for the IWA, Jerry Lawler, USWA. It's been a good career. I went to Japan in 91 and spent about a month and a half, I believe it was. And I'm really happy with the way things turned out. Wasn't looking for something major. I just wanted to be in the business like my uncle. And, it's a passion. It's not about the money or the fame. It's just a passion about what I wanted to do. And I got to achieve that. So I'm really very happy with the success I had.
That's awesome, brother. A success story, because even to get to the caliber and level that you were at took a lot of hard work and dedication, and a lot of people can't say that they had, let's just call it, that 15 minutes of fame that lasted you 20 years. So
yeah, definitely. I'm very fortunate. I didn't get too many injuries that kept me from doing what I do or what I did, but the after effects now are where the injuries are after 20 some years, in the business. So I do it over if I had to. Not a problem.
In a heartbeat. We all, when we're younger, we think that we don't look at mortality. We believe immortality, and we have the what the heck attitude. This is fun, and for a big guy, you did your fair amount of jumping around and drop kicking and doing your suplexes. So you took a lot of things to get where you had to go to get even to the level that you got.
Yeah, definitely. The knees did take a pounding coming off the ropes with the big splash. Like I said, now I'm paying for it, but it's a good pay, because I realized that it wasn't just something that happened, to me because of old age. It was something that I did and loved. And, like I said, man, I would do it if I'd do it 100 times over. And even if I'm feeling the way I'm feeling today, it's just worth it.
There is not a wrestler out there that I have not met and spoke to that, whether they be doing this for 6 weeks or 60 years. Ric Flair says the same thing. You say it. They all say they do it because they love wrestling. So
that's what it's about, man.
Yeah, I'm a New Yorker, and I always tend to ask a lot of wrestlers this one particular question, and sometimes I hit the mark with it. But out of all the places that you have wrestled throughout the world, what would you consider is like the place where you can say, I got to wrestle at blank?
Oh, definitely, 100%. The Tokyo Egg Dome.
The Tokyo Egg Dome, okay?
Yeah, that was one of my biggest moments, wrestling in front of over 50,000 people.
Oh my God.
It was definitely a big high, and a lot of people don't get the chance to achieve that kind of success. It was just a fluke thing how I got to Japan, and the Nasty Boys were going to the WWE. WWF at the time. They just signed a contract and were leaving the tour in Japan. And Terry Funk had saw me and a couple guys at this Legends of Champions years ago, and had contacted Larry Sharp Larry Sharp was with me at the Legends thing. I was working for him, and saw me do an exhibition with a couple guys, and just recommended, asked if he can get me and this other wrestler to come on the tour if I would be interested. And Larry had sent me a phone call, or gave me a phone call, and the rest was history. I was like blown away that I was going to Japan, because one of the hardcore legends of this business, Terry Funk, was recommending that or asking if I could do the tour, finish up the tour with the Nasty Boys, filling that 2 spots. So I was fortunate enough to be at the right place at the right time.
To get kudos from Terry Funk. Oh my God. That is.
It's definitely a big deal, man. And like I said, anytime someone asks you to get in the ring, whether it be in a little exhibition like at the Legends Weekend of Champions thing I did years ago, it was just a little exhibition where people were walking around, and Larry Sharp said, why don't you get in here and work with somebody? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And, just happened to be scouted by Terry Funk at the time. Who would have known, and 2 months later I got a phone call. So
that's great. Listen, I have about a couple of more minutes left to chat with you. I know you took the time out to get with me. I don't want to keep you. My first of 2 questions is, I believe when I did some research, and I apologize if I'm wrong, you actually did have a match with a gentleman we lost this week, the late great Vader.
Oh yeah. I got a really great memory. It's not about me working with him, but it's one of my favorite stories. It shows you what kind of wrestler he was. I mean, a big guy who was so passionate about this business. I think it was back in like 1990. Vader was in Japan working. It was like an all Japan wrestling versus the New Japan. It was like a super show, and he was facing Stan Hansen, and throughout the match, it was just a lot of stiff stuff going on. And from what I remember, Hansen not intentionally poked Vader in his one eye with his thumb during the scuffle, which caused Vader's eye to pop out of the socket.
Oh my God!
And Vader just kept working. He removed the mask and pushed the eye back into his socket, and placed his eye with his eyelid, so the eye the eye actually stayed in, and continued to wrestle. He required to get I think it was like a metal plate or something that was surgically placed under his eye afterwards. But it just goes to show, he put his eye back in, finished the match. You gotta have passion, and you gotta just you gotta respect someone of that nature who would just with someone like that with an eye popping out, someone's gonna some of the guys might just take a powder, roll out, and that's it. The match stops. But he pushed his eye back in and just kept going. So that's just like one of the big inspirational stories, of what I thought about in my training years ago, when I just didn't want to feel like going out and getting into the gym or something. It's just like that passion. Yeah. And he will be missed. He was awesome. I did have a chance to work with Vader one time. Wasn't pretty, but but
Is he stiff?
I have the memory. I have just a lot of love for his family, and I wish them the best. And my prayers are out for his family, his sons, and everything. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. He held on for a long time. He fought this battle for well over a year, and he went out strong. So yeah.
Yeah, he always said that he if he's going to die, he wants to die in the ring. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but you know what? He left a big mark in the wrestling ring, in the business.
But he may not have been there that day, but he was definitely all around. He will always be remembered in the ring. Spot question just came up to me before I asked my last question. Hall of Fame, who should they put? It was because you mentioned Stan Hansen and Vader, because they were phenomenal friends. I mean, they worked together and against each other, and they were tag team champs, and they swapped belts. I mean, they knew each other, and it was great that one introduced the other. But should Vader have introduced Hansen for WWE, or should have it been the other way around and Vader actually been it?
You know what? I believe Hansen.
Okay. I saw the Bruno matches, so I mean I'm around. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so they made the right choice. I think Vader.
Yeah.
Vader will definitely be, and his family will be there to represent him, and he will be watching over. Last question, Butcher Blackwell. Because I work with the independents, and you are so involved in seeing how they get started, and this goes out to a lot of the people who watch us, and the young kids who do the wrestling. Outside of don't do it, what advice you got for them?
Outside of don't do it?
Yeah.
My suggestion to these guys is don't go out in the backyard and train yourself. You need to have someone that has some kind of notoriety in this business, that has been somewhere, that knows what they're doing to train you. I think that a lot of the young guys today are just thinking, hey, I see this stuff on TV, I can do these moves, but you know what? 90% of the time, not only are you going to get hurt if you're not trained right, but you're going to hurt the person you're with, and that's not going to go good, because you need to learn the business also, not just about what's going on in the ring. You got to learn to respect. You got to learn locker room etiquette. Just that whole ball of wax, that comes with being a wrestler, and a lot of these young guys today, unfortunately, are just thinking they can get into the business by working out in the backyard and throwing ropes around a tree and acting like they know what they're doing, and that's when they're going to get their ass kicked, because they did something wrong, or they hurt the other guy not knowing what they're doing. And it's happened. I've worked with someone that didn't have any experience, and didn't react for my punches or anything, and he wound up getting his ass hurt really bad. So that would be my advice. Make sure that you definitely take the right steps. Training with someone who's been known in the business.
It is definitely easy enough to get hurt when you are around the professionals teaching you how to do this, let alone when you're sitting there and you're using guys. And there's a couple of these guys in the undergrounds and that I know about, and they don't give me the opportunity of showing their talents. And I say it's because just because you graduated second grade does not mean that you should be teaching kindergarten.
Correct.
So, and I think that's the problem that's going on with a lot of these young guys. So listen, I am gonna have to wrap this up. You have been a phenomenal telephone guest on my show. I can't wait to send this out on Facebook and on YouTube and see how I can incorporate it. Anyway, are you still in the business where people, can find you, look for you, Facebook, any place for social media?
Yeah, they can look at me on Twitter for The Real Butcher. Also, I'm on Facebook as Butcher Blackwell, and my website www.butcherblackwell.com. I need to really focus on just my dedication with her because I was doing a couple things over this summer here, or just before the summer came into with some people that it wasn't great. So, you know, it's just I can't be focused around negativity and
family first, my friend.
Just focus on the one person that matters most to me right now, and it's my wife. And then
from my posts that you always get my Jewish blessing sent over to you. So
yes, sir, and I do appreciate that, man, very much.
And
you're a really good guy. You got a great show going.
Thank you.
And I'm really, you know, honored to call you my brother.
Thank you.
And I appreciate the invitation to come on the show and to talk a little bit with you. I know you're running short on time, so you know I just wanted to get that out and say thank you.
Oh man, it is an honor. And one day when we get to go live together, we're going to tell the world the story about how we met.
Yeah, you know what? I think that would blow up social media.
I think it's great, man. I believe in the spiritual world and things meant to be. Listen, Butcher Blackwell of the Blackwell family, former WWF superstar, Tokyo Dome wrestler Terry Funk, you know, protege Larry Sharp, taught at the Monster Factory with the likes of Bam Bam Bigelow. You make the fan of fans, Dave King, one very happy man today.
I appreciate it. Same here, my brother, and I'm so honored to be able to help you out and do this for you.
Thank you very much. Loyalty is sent, man. You have a great day, and thanks again for calling in.
You too, my brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.